Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the house again. We're in the middle of a major renovation, and previously we finished this whole front wall of our house and put up this new sheathing. We temporarily covered over our windows and door because we don't have them yet, so we wanted to keep the house sealed up. But today I changed my mind and we're going to be cutting those out after all. Even though we don't have the windows, I decided I want to do some work on the inside and I need the light. So now that we have our new window cut, we have some more light coming in and I can actually work in here. Today I'm going to try to get all the build out framing done, which means we're going to be building out our walls from 3.5 inches to 5.5 inches so we can put a thicker insulation in there. So that's my goal today, is just ripping a bunch of wood and framing everything in. Alright guys, it's coming together. I got my 2-inch boards ripped, and now I'm just going to be facing these on the front of my studs, attaching them in so that I have a 5.5 inch wall. Now I'm going to be trying something a little bit different with this room. In the past, I've always just built out the studs like this, with a 2-inch board on the face of my studs, and I would just double them up side by side on these double 2x4s where the windows and doors are. But I'm going to be trying this, which is, I'm going to be putting them sideways. I actually have a triple stud right here, so instead of putting 3 pieces of wood side by side, I'm going to be layering a 1/2 inch OSB with a 4.5 inch 2x, and that'll make up my 2 inches, and then it'll give me a solid space here instead of having cracks. Alright, I got my first one nailed in and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So you can see I got my 2-inch thickness built out, but now I have a nice solid surface instead of cracks. I like that better. I'll need one. I need air, I think. Yeah, there's no air. Alright guys, I'm about done with this project. I'm just finishing up the last few pieces. I got a couple to do under the window here, and then one more in the top. Now I just got to put my top piece on there, and I got actually a corner I got to fix over here, but I think I'm almost done. You see one piece missing right there. I'm screwing this one in because I can't get my nail gun in there good. Alright, I think I'm done. I got everything wrapped up. I really like how I did these. In the previous rooms, like I said, I just built them out just like this. I think I'm going to keep doing this moving forward. I'm happy with how those turned out. I also did that for the header. That way there's more nailing surface, and I just like that better. With the header, I just blocked it out with pieces of OSB, and I'm going to spray foam in between them. Also in between their header. You can see that this is coming out pretty good. I got my corner in, so I have a nailer for drywall on both sides. I forgot this. I thought it was all done. I forgot this header. Let's build this out, and then we'll be done. You gotta remember, this is not load bearing. This is just building out the wall to make it thicker for insulation. Now I'm done. Alright, we got all of our ceiling joists cut to fit inside the angle of our roof right there. And now we're going to put them up.
But before we do that, we have to put the black rafter vents up.
So here's the rafter vents, but I'm not going to explain this again because we've shown it twice now. I'm just going to go ahead and put them up. Alright, we're finally ready for rafters. Why do I call them rafters?
Joists!
Okay. To be honest, I'm surprised we're even doing this job already. Now this is one of the rotten trusses where the chimney used to be. We had two that had water damage. This one's not too bad. This one, it just rotted straight through. And that's not good, but luckily, this is gonna tie it all back together. We're gonna nail it all into this board. We're gonna nail it up into this board. And it'll be all one solid piece again. And that should be fine. I don't think I'll need anything else. Alright, now that we've done all the framing in the room, I sealed up some cracks with some spray foam and I've started laying out my outlets. If we can get all the electrical done, we'll be ready to insulate the walls. Most of these have been pretty straightforward, just screw down the studs. But over here by the door, I want a light switch. And this light switch has to be right here, but I don't want it on the main door framing because it's too close to the door trim. So I want to bump it out a little and put it right here. I'm going to do that by adding a piece of wood. So I cut this 2x6 to fit in here. I'm going to be spacing it out right where I want it. So I just put some blocking in here to space it out a little bit. My 2x6 is going to sit right against them. I'm going to screw them all in tight. And that's where I want my switches. Now I have the proper placement for this box. And I also want to put one down here. Alright. So here's where we're at. We got all the electrical boxes in. That's looking good. We got lights, smoke, light, and everything is coming together. This is really shocking because we didn't expect to have the living room work done yet at all. Originally our goal was just to get that bedroom done, but then that bedroom turned into the outside, and then things just went better than expected, and now we're able to do this whole room. One of the reasons we're kind of pushing to get this done is because the temperatures have been dropping really fast, and we need to get this sealed up so we can get warm. So the goal today is just to get all the electrical wiring in, both Maverick's room and the living room, so that we can just get this place insulated and sealed up. Light. Alright guys, we've been working on the electrical and I think we got most of it done. We got a couple of things to finish up, but I'll show you what we got going on. And I'm going to show you guys the layout of the room. This is something we've never done yet, is actually shared our ideas before we put it together. We usually just go with the flow and show you guys as we build the room, but I thought it'd be fun to share with you the layout as we have it planned right now so that you can get a vision, a better vision of what we want out of this room. So here's the front door as we come in, and you can see we made the window smaller on this side. It used to be a great big window. There's a reason for that, but before we get there, let's stay over here. So this is the front door, the entry, and over here you'll see we built in this kind of 6-foot wide area that's going to be a closet. So it's going to be a coat closet next to the front door. So let me turn around this way. So you come in, closet, there's going to be a wall right here extending out 3 feet to here, and that's going to be an area for a desk. We wanted a little office nook in the living room, so there's going to be about a 4.5-foot span right there for a desk, probably with cabinets above it. And as such, we put a light over it. That's a light, that's a smoke alarm. But this will be the office light. This will be the entry light. So this is the entryway right here. Remember, this has a 3-foot wall. When you come in, we're going to have the light switch for the entry, a light switch for the living room, and a light switch for the outside light. I didn't wire that one up. I still have one more wire to do. It's probably going to go right here on the outside. I'm not sure yet. That's why I'm holding off on it. So here, we have this big expansive wall that we kind of closed up, and that might seem wasteful, but this is our proposed future wood stove area. That's where they had a chimney before, and we didn't like it so close to the front door. So we moved the window so that we'd have more space to slide a wood stove over away from the front door, but still be central in the room and across from the doorway here. So you get a nice view of the wood stove from the kitchen and good heat flow throughout the house. So now we're in the main living area. We put a ceiling light somewhere up here. I know a lot of you people don't have ceiling lights in your living room, but we like to have that. We're thinking about putting this as a media wall. This is where a normal television and stuff would go. We'll probably put our couch under here. And that's the other benefit of making that window smaller, is that we can place furniture like a couch under and in front of the window without it being awkward and blocking the window. So I think the room is going to work a lot better. Living space, wood stove, entry, and office, all in one room. It's going to be really cool. This floor is probably all going to be tiled out to the wood stove, and I'm not sure how we're going to work it back, but it'll probably be like this. It'll probably be tile all in here, out to that 3-foot wall, maybe at an angle. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. The rest of this is all going to be laminate. We're going to be knocking out this arch soon. We're not keeping the rounded edges. We're going to square it off and just trim it a nice square opening, it'll make it feel bigger and it'll look better. Alright guys, so it's time to wrap it up. We got a lot of work done. Got the framing built out, we got the ceiling joists put in, we got all the electrical mostly done. Mostly.
And we bought a bunch of insulation and plywood.
Yeah, for the next stage of the job. I bought some recess boxes for the living room, for the desk area, and another wall. So we have to wait for those to come before we can actually finish up the electrical, but we got a lot done. And it's coming together. We should be able to get the whole living room insulated very quickly now.
Yeah, we have everything to do it.
Yeah. And then onto the ceilings, which is going to be dreadful going in that attic. But we'll figure it out.
Because we have a super shallow attic, and there's like no room up there to move around.
For now, that's all we have. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And until next time, take care.
Bye.